this is Carmen. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a breakdown of a sales letter from Agora Financial. Now, in case you don't know, Agora Financial is a huge company that has done over $100 million in sales, specifically with financial and health offers. I think they're one of the best examples of what really good copywriting is all about because they really focus on direct mail and sales letters in particular. So if you're looking to learn from high-level copywriting and sales letters in particular, Agora is probably one of the best companies you can actually learn from. And what I have pulled up right now is actually a sales letter I downloaded from them. And this was published all the way back in 2005, but I think it's an amazing example of what good sales letters look like, how they're written and structured. And essentially what I'll be doing in today's video is running through this entire sales letter. It looks like it's about 11 pages, at least here on the browser, and then kind of just breaking down some of the strategies and theory behind what they're doing, and maybe in some sections what I would do if I originally wrote this. But just to kind of give you some insights and behind the scenes of what copywriting at a high level really is all about. Now, beginning with the headline, which of course is the most important part of any sales copy and sales letter, how the best minds in marketing work, ... Now, what I like about this is that it creates a little bit of curiosity because you kind of think, well, how do the best minds in marketing work and who are they and what do they know? That's one of the best motivators for people when they're reading copy is curiosity. So if you can hold a little bit of information back, withhold it rather, then essentially they have to read to continue. So I like the headline right away. Dear reader, if you want to be successful in business, you have to understand how, when, and why your prospects buy your product. Now, of course, the intro is also called the lead or the hook, and you need to get their attention really fast. You can be the greatest manager in the world. You can be a leader with a vision or whiz with numbers. You can even be a genius at creating great products. But unless you know the psychological underpinnings of the sales process, you will never really be in charge of your business. You may think you are for a while, sales are going well, business is growing, everybody seems happy, but then something happens. People slow down their buying, some products don't move at all, advertising campaigns that worked for ages are dead, maybe it's a change in the economy, in your sector, the local market, or you aren't sure what it is and you don't know what to do about it. Okay, so what I like what they did here and what I've noticed in a lot of Agora sales letters is they use urgency. They love hitting that emotion, and that's what they kind of talk about right here, where you can be a genius, you can be this great manager, great business person, but after a while, sales are going to go down, your business isn't going to grow, and you need to understand these psychological underpinnings or triggers if you want to get good, right? So they're creating some urgency that if you don't know these things, things are probably going to get worse in the future. And then they start hitting some pain points. People not buying as much, some products not moving, old advertising campaigns suddenly becoming dead. You don't know really what to do or why it's happening. So probably really relatable for the people reading this, right? Their business is slowing down. They don't know why. So hitting that urgency and then also hitting the pain points. When times get tough like that, and if it isn't getting that way already, it will soon, urgency. All your management, leadership, and personnel skills won't do you a lick of good. When the smelly stuff hits the fan, there's only one thing that will pull you through, an ability to create more sales. Knowing how to create sales is the essential business and wealth building skill. A business cannot start without sales, cannot continue without them. It never works its way through tough times without them. If your sales shrivel up and you don't know what to do about it, you're sunk. It doesn't have to be that way. If you can master the psychology of your market, understand how sales are made and what customers want at any given moment, you'll never have to worry about a business collapse. You will always have a good sense of what you need to do to attract new customers and keep your existing customers buying more. So they essentially introduced that urgency, hit the pain points, and now they're presenting a bit of a solution, which is sales skills. Now, I actually haven't even read this sales letter, to be honest, but I'm going to presume that they're going into some kind of sales program, sales booklet. I know they do a lot of digital stuff or like info products, so it could be some kind of report or something on like sales strategies and trends. But now we can kind of see that they essentially hit the pain point, made that urgency in the introduction, the lead, and now they're going to start presenting a solution to solve that. And let's see, there are only two ways to do that: to become a master of sales. One way is to spend a few hours every day out in the marketplace making sales. And this is not a bad method, but it's time consuming, especially for a business owner, and it gives you a limited perspective based on the appeal of your current product to the current customers. That's another pain point, I bet, for business owners like myself and a lot of people I know that are doing sales, is that it is really complicated and time consuming. You're building lists, you're prospecting, you're following up. So that's going to get the readers harmonizing with the ad there. A much better way is to become a student of the entire market, to put all of their buying activities under your microscope and figure out what is working now. The way I do that, my own little secret, So that's really good. Some urgency and curiosity. He has a secret that he's going to share with you. Is to study the best, most successful advertising of my own businesses and those of my competitors. I spend 5 to 10 minutes every day looking at some new piece of advertising that I've learned is doing so well. I study it for secrets, why this particular ad is doing better than anything else, how can it be doing 2 or 3 times more sales than my own, what's going on there. Also note that they start to get more into a first person tone of voice, which helps you relate to the reader, and also as the reader you actually connect and have that kind of relationship and rapport with the advertisement and the business. It almost sounds like a friend speaking to a friend, and it sounds relatable, and they have your back and they're trying to help you. So that's something that I've always found really powerful in copywriting, and especially with Agora's material, is it's usually always in first person. I've been doing this now for more than 20 years, and during that time I have twice built businesses from nothing to more than $100 million, not to mention dozens of smaller, mere multi-million-dollar enterprises. So lots of social proof or authority and credibility here. So you're not just taking sales advice from somebody that hasn't actually walked the walk. Clearly they've made $100 million with one business, and then mere multi-million-dollar businesses. So you know they're so successful that even a multi-million-dollar business to them isn't anything. When I see a package I really like, I spend extra time on it, examining it, its depth. This, more than anything else, gives me a great new idea for improving products, creating new advertising and promotional campaigns, and staying on the cutting edge. I enjoy the reputation of being a good marketer. Top people in the industry come to me when they're stumped with marketing problems, more credibility, social proof. The reason I have the reputation of doing so good at this game is simply because I take the extra time to do this. By studying the market, you'll learn what your prospects are worried about, what they want now, what kind of language will turn them off, magic words that help them buy, the best timing for certain kinds of promotions, what kinds of headlines are pulling now, what prices they're willing to pay, and for what, which offers are working, and that's just for starters. Okay, so now they're painting some features and benefits that if you get good at sales, these are some of the things you're going to get. So all in all, you're essentially going to make more money with your business, attract more people, increase brand awareness, things like that, which of course their buyer persona, being business owners, of course want. Whenever there is a discussion of how to start a new product or improve slumping sales or increase the back-end revenue, I always have a half dozen ideas ready and waiting. Sometimes people are amazed at how quickly and easily I come up with great ideas. I don't give them the answer, that I'm merely borrowing ideas from others, transferring the most successful ideas from one business to another. Why should I tell them? They pay me a lot of money to be a marketing genius. I don't want to disappoint them by letting them know that my secret is merely a focused approach to studying the market. You could and should do the same. If you do, your businesses will all thrive and will be known as a marketing genius. But if you haven't done it on your own business by now, you probably never will. Why? Because of the 3 B's. You're busy, beleaguered, and maybe a little bit bemused. If you don't think you're going to do it on your own, I have a solution. To encourage as many of you as possible, I've created a new service that will take you by the hand and do it with you. Okay, now we're really getting kind of into the product or the service now, and also hitting the pain points that if you're a business owner, you're probably pretty busy, you don't really understand how it works, you have better things to do. You don't have to worry about getting started, you don't have to keep yourself motivated, and you won't have to search for packages to read and experts to commit on them. Everything you need will be given to you. Now, I think right there, they're probably overcoming some objections where if you buy some kind of product, service, info product, one, you're probably gonna think about how do I use this, how do I get started, how do I keep that motivation going, and you might also be thinking about, do I have to get other people to help me with it, consult on it. That's what they kind of address here, is that you actually don't have to do any of that. Everything is just given to you and you're held by the hand. It's a direct marketing mastermind service where expert copywriters I personally invited to participate are going to be analyzing the top direct marketing pieces in the mail and on the internet, controls that are amongst the biggest mailers out there today. Every month they get together and look critically at the top performing marketing piece and dissect it. They're going to look at financial information products, health products, fundraising, software, services, and any and every product that's being successfully marketed through direct marketing. But more than just analyzing them, they're going to interview the copywriters to find out how they work, how they get their assignments, and how they brainstorm to come up with master marketing pieces. Kind of like what I'm doing in this series. I've reviewed all the material in this program myself, and I will continue to review it to make sure it's top notch. You'll find out why we're looking at a particular promotion, exactly how well it performed in the marketplace, and why it was so successful specifically. And then here's more of kind of what you're getting with the actual service itself, a summary of the product and the target audience, how the writer landed the assignment, what success was meant to the writer, or what success has meant to the writer, the secrets of how the writer works, what kinds of marketing he does, what he considers his biggest creative challenge and what he does to overcome it, what his biggest challenge was in creating that control, how this particular project evolved and how the creative process unfolded, and what his best advice is for other writers. So we're actually kind of targeting copywriters and freelance writers in this, or maybe even business owners that write their own copy, which is pretty interesting because we kind of went from like sales now to copywriting, but they go hand in hand, of course. But it's definitely interesting. And really, they're kind of hitting once again on the features here and kind of elaborating that when the copywriters do talk about the control, the project, you're going to learn all of this. So if you're an entrepreneur who's interested in marketing your product or service, or if you're a budding copywriter interested in the lucrative career of copywriting, or if you're just interested in marketing yourself to advance your career, you should find this service enormously valuable. And what they're doing here is selecting the audience. And what's good about this is that it isn't just for everybody and anyone. You have to be a very specific person. And if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a copywriter, or if you're just trying to advance your career in marketing, you're going to read that and it's really going to click and you're going to think, okay, this is for me, I can benefit from it, and you'll continue reading. So whether it's in the lead or sometime a little bit further in the copy like this, it is good to say that this product is for XYZ when you really understand your audience. It's called Monthly Marketing Genius, and it will be just that, a once-a-month in-depth look at $1 million direct marketing promotion. Every 30 days, several of my colleagues, marketing geniuses in their own right, will walk you through a direct mail promotion that's currently breaking records. I'm talking about a $1 million level blockbuster here, something that is blowing away the competition. You'll even see the promo with insights into how and why it worked marked directly on the copy. The secrets of how master marketers conjure up pieces that bring in millions of dollars could hold critical answers for you in your own career and business. Once you understand the processes involved, you'll be able to use these secrets to propel your own efforts forward, providing once again a benefit. You'll quickly understand all the critical aspects of the promotion: headline, teaser copy, salutation, lead, proof, picture, benefits, promises, close, and offer. And that's just for starters. By the time you actually get through the entire package, you'll have a full and clear insight into what is making this package work so well, and you'll have dozens of ideas about how you can apply these secrets to your own promotions, your own advertising, and your own future. By the way, there will also be an online forum for you to discuss the promotion with others and talk about how its secrets apply to what you're doing. And that's nice because it creates kind of a community effect. And funny, something with masterminds, online courses, and things like that, it's actually proven in some studies that a big reason why people are buying those is to join a community. Because when you think about when you get traditional schooling, like at a college, university, it's nice to be around your peers, be on a physical campus, interface with your professor and things like that. So when you're selling online education, you need to match that as much as possible. And it really makes sense that they provide that online forum. When I gave the go-ahead to my staff for this project, I gave them the same instructions they were given when we started the AWAI, which is obviously a huge company and have tons of awesome courses and products, which is also a very good social proof because you know it's coming from a big marketer and business person. And my basic direct marketing course, I told them to make it the best thing in the world, the best by a long shot, and that's what they're doing. The value of this to you should be enormous because the work we are doing is so concentrated. One intense and rewarding session a month, we're able to price it very reasonably. The cost too, if you respond now as a charter student, is just $99 a year. Really, this is a screaming bargain when you think about the insights you'll get into the minds of the most successful marketers in the country. We'll be using our contacts in the industry to get the very best writers and analyze the top performing direct marketing pieces available today. Remember, these savvy marketers are pulling in tens of millions of dollars for their clients, and they make big money, in some cases as much as $500,000 a year or more. Their know-how leads to mailings of millions and even tens of millions of pieces. Now note that also how they position the pricing. So it's $99 a year for this mastermind and the information you get from it, but they position it kind of as a benefit, and that if you use it, you're going to actually increase the revenue and growth of your own company. So at that point, you're not just buying a product, you're actually investing into it, and you're going to get that money back and more. And that's really smart for info products, online education, things like that, positioning it as an investment. And now, of course, we're going to get into the bonuses. Now, something like this is always nice to have with bonuses because it essentially just amps up the value. You're spending $100, $99, but now you're getting all these different things valued at $29, $29, $12.95, $39.95, and yeah, $12.95 again. And so once again, you're spending $100, but you're actually getting another $100 or so in free stuff. So it just makes it that much better of a deal. One of the easiest and simplest advertising strategies to boost conversions and response is having some bonuses. And it looks like these are mostly, I think, other books that you're getting. So I'm not sure if these are digital or physical, but you're essentially getting these booklets or strategies here. So if you're interested in how the top marketers do it, sign up today. That's a call to action. Naturally, this is a guaranteed service if you're dissatisfied at any point, and for any reason, within 30 days of receiving a monthly Marketing Genius, you will receive 100% of your money back. Now, this is called a guarantee, where you're essentially guaranteeing them money back, satisfaction, a warranty. In this case, of course, it is the classic 30-day money back guarantee. And why you want to do this and offer this is it helps you overcome objections and uncertainty, because if a lot of people are buying a product from you, especially if they don't know you, and even if they do, of course they do want to, in the worst case scenario, get their money back and feel like they're safe with buying from you, and providing that guarantee just helps them get over that last little hump, that last little objection, and pushes them towards a sale. Check it out. It's a hell of a deal. Just click on the subscribe button below. Sincerely, Michael, can't really see his name there. P.S. Remember too that the economic slowdown has caused some of the biggest companies in the world to look to direct marketing to get better results for their advertising dollars. Don Mahoney just landed a job with Intuit, the software company that produces Quicken, QuickBooks, and TurboTax. This is a billion-dollar company and is looking to use more and more direct marketing to reach consumers. And our friend Bob Bly, who is an amazing author, by the way, has worked for everyone from Allied Signal to US Robotics to IBM to Bulova to Chase Manhattan Bank. Get the inside view on how the top pros are doing it. I think you'll find Monthly Marketing Genius both informational and inspirational, and it's guaranteed. Check it out now. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this last section. So sign up today. They have that call to action, the guarantee. They have another call to action here saying to subscribe below, and then also showing the person's name, the author, and the PS. It makes it, once again, a little bit more personable. You can connect to the writer in this case, and it just makes it sound like a friend speaking to a friend, and like it's very genuine and sincere. But the PS is classic in a sales letter because it allows you to reiterate important information, create urgency, promote a different benefit, and in this case, they're actually kind of creating almost like a bit of urgency again. They're saying, hey, there's this massive direct marketing industry because there's an economic slowdown. And if you understand all these marketing and copywriting secrets, then you can be like Don Mahoney or Bob Bly working with these huge companies. So it's also a little bit inspirational and gives you hope. And then once again, get the inside view. That's a call to action. Check it out now. Another call to action. And then the subscribe button. So I think from top to bottom, this is just such a classic short sales letter. It has everything you need, from the intro, the great headline, the lead, painting the social proof, creating the urgency and hitting the pain points, and then eventually transitioning into the product and offer itself using social proof, credibility, and authority, and then eventually getting into features and benefits, pricing, positioning it as a solution or an investment. And then as we go through, you get the bonuses, classic for increasing conversions and offering more value, having that final little section with the guarantee, calls to action, the PS. It's just from top to bottom, classic sales letter. I think that I'll put some notes in the description of this video, kind of what I think really sums up what they did here, all the strategies you can use. Make sure also to go back and check out my other copywriting breakdowns if you want to learn more about sales page copywriting, email copywriting, and web page copywriting. I'm doing those and a couple more in the near future, so keep an eye on that. But if you do want to learn more about copywriting in general, make sure to stop by my website as well. I blog, I have podcast episodes, free courses. You can get tons of resources there. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also let me know in the comments if there's certain videos you'd like to see, certain topics you'd like me to cover, or if there's actually a business you want me to break down. So let me know, and hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.